If you are running your online business and you're capturing your leads from your website form, then this video is for you. Here in this video, I have created this automation workflow in such a manner that whenever I receive a new lead from my website form, it is automatically added as a subscriber in my Mailchimp account. We are going to test this automation workflow once whether it is working fine or not. For that, I'm going to open my website form and I'm going to do a form submission. As I do this form submission, a subscriber should be automatically created in my Mailchimp account. So here I'm going to open my form and I'm going to enter some details like my name is new lead, email address is new424lead@pabblyconnect.com, and then I'm going to enter the phone number here as this one. I'm going to click on this submit now. As the form is submitted, I have created this subscriber. I'm going to open my Mailchimp account and over here I'm going to refresh this page once. Let's check whether the subscriber is created or not. And here it is. We have created this subscriber. The name is new lead, email address is this new424lead@pabblyconnect.com, and the phone number which we entered was this. So here this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how you can also create this, let's start creating this from the scratch. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can create the connection between website form and Mailchimp such that whenever I receive a new form submission from my website form, it is automatically added as a subscriber in my Mailchimp account. For this, I'm simply going to build a connection between website form and Mailchimp using Pabbly Connect. Now this is the landing page of Pabbly and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. After browsing the website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. You can use these 100 tasks and check whether it fits your business or not, and when you feel ready to upgrade, you can use this code SHUYT to get maximum benefits on your Pabbly yearly and lifetime deal. Once you pay for this lifetime deal, you get access to all the features that are forever. Here, as I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared in front of me where I have to select this Pabbly Connect Access Now, and I will be landed towards the app dashboard of Pabbly Connect where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow for which I need to click on this create workflow and I have to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta and then I'll name this workflow as instantly add website leads to Mailchimp automatically, and now I'm going to select the folder. Now here these are the folders which have been created. I'm going to select it as forms automation and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where I have to enter my trigger application. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want that whenever I receive a new lead from my website form, it is automatically added to Mailchimp, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new lead from this website form, this complete workflow here will get triggered because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Webbook by Pabbly, using which I'm going to build the connection between my website form and Pabbly Connect, and then following this trigger application in my action application, I will be taking Mailchimp. Here in my trigger application, let me take this Webbook by Pabbly, and in my trigger event, I'm going to select catch webbook and then click on connect. So for that, a webbook URL is provided to me. Now I'm going to open this website form in a notepad. I'm going to open the code of this particular form which I have created, and I'm going to insert this webbook URL there. So I'm going to copy this webbook URL from this workflow. So this is the code of that particular form. Now over here you can see this fetch where I've added a dummy webbook URL. So I'm going to remove this webbook URL, paste my webbook URL. I'm going to go towards the file, click on the save, and here in this manner I have added the webbook URL which I was provided in my workflow. Now I'm going to go back towards my workflow, and over here I can see this waiting for webbook response, and now I'm going to do a test submission in order to capture the webbook response here in this workflow. In order to do this, I'm going to do a form submission, but for that I'm going to refresh this page because we have just now saved some new changes in our website form code. So here I have refreshed this and now I'm going to do a form submission. So here I'm going to enter some dummy details. I'm going to enter my name as test lead. I'll enter my email address as test259lead@pabblyconnect.com, and I will enter my phone number here. I'm going to click on this submit now. Thank you for submitting the form. The form is submitted. Let me open my workflow and check whether I have received any response there or not. And here it is, 14 seconds ago I have received the response, which means as soon as I have done this form submission. The name which we entered was test lead, email address was test259lead@pabblytutor.com, and this is the phone number. Here, as soon as I have done this form submission, I have received that response in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created is working fine. And now whenever there will be new lead, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive a new lead, I want to add that to my Mailchimp. I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application I'm going to search for Mailchimp. In my action event I'm going to select add new member with custom fields and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection I have to enter the token and the data center. Now to get this token I'm going to open my Mailchimp account and follow the steps given in the help desk, which is I have to open my account, go towards the profile picture, click on profile, and then go towards the extras. Let's follow the same process. Go towards the profile picture, click on this profile, and from here we have to go towards this extras, click on this API keys. I'm going to scroll down, and here I'm going to click on this create a key. Now here I'm going to name this key as website form, and then I'm going to click on this generate key. A new API token is provided to me, which I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste it over here, and then we have to enter this data center. Now over here, if I open my Mailchimp account, on the top you can see that in this URL I have this data center, which I'm going to copy, paste it over here, and then I'm simply going to save this. You will see Mailchimp will be connected to Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter these details. The first one is this audience list. So my audience list is already selected. I just have one audience list which I have selected, and I'm going to enter the email address. Now here I'm not going to enter the email address like this manually. Instead I'm going to map it. If you are an existing user, you already know the importance of mapping, but if you are a new user, here mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even when you receive the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Here I have to enter slash. As I enter slash, I can see this webbook by Pabbly, and then I'm going to enter this email address. I'm going to skip the tags, but if you want to enter the tags, you can do that. The status of the subscriber will be subscribed. I have not received the name of the company designation, so I'm going to skip this. I have received the full name. I have not received the first name and the last name separately. So for now, I'm going to save this action step, and I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'm going to search for text formatter by Pabbly. In my action event, I'm going to select split text and then click on connect. Now here I'm going to map the text which I want to split is the name of the lead, and in this separator I'm going to enter the space which is given in the help desk, and in the segment index I'm going to select it as all. With the help of this, the test will be separated with the lead. I'm going to click on save and send test request. We have received the response. Now I'm going to map this to this step. So I'm going to open this step, and I'm going to go towards this first name. I'm going to map the first name as test, and then I'm going to map the last name as this lead. Then I'm going to map the phone number, which is this one which we have entered, and for this mobile number same. So after entering all these details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. Let's wait for the response. Here we have received the response, and this response is a positive one. Let me open my Mailchimp account and check whether this subscriber has been created or not. I'm going to go towards the audience, and here it is. We have created this. If I open this, the name which we entered was test lead, email address was test259lead@pabblytutor.com, and the phone number was this. Now to summarize, we took webbook by Pabbly as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new lead, and then we wanted to add that to Mailchimp. We took Mailchimp as an action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all the required details, executed this workflow, and finally created a subscriber. Now here, this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between webbook by Pabbly or my website form and Mailchimp using Pabbly Connect. I have attached the link of this workflow in the description so that you can check this out, and you can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting automation. Before you go, if you plan to upgrade, do not forget to use the code SHUYT to get maximum benefits on your Pabbly yearly and lifetime deal. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.